Welcome to Long Island, New York at the Syosset Open 2019 for the Tier 1 LPRT. Thanks to our sponsors, Head Pen and Reach Your Dream Foundation. We have our second, short serve, we have our second semifinal between Rhonda Rajsich and Paola Longoria.
Alrighty.
And I'm here with Maurice Miller, and I'm Troy Wergon.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you all.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Head, Pen, and Reach Your Dream Foundation.
Doing a wonderful job supporting and helping our beloved sport.
Now,
Looks like it's going to start heated out. It's going to be a heated battle out the gates, it seems like. Rhonda lining up for that drive serve.
Now, both women had different paths here. Both also had to play 5 gamers. Rhonda had to play 2. In their first round, she took out Brenda Lime in 5.
And comebacks, too.
Yes,
Down
she did.
2-0 on both
In
those
both
matches.
of them. And then in the second match, she came back against Alexandra Herrera earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
And so you wonder, is he going to tax on her legs in this match against the #1 player in the world?
Rhonda's looking real confident this weekend. And another thing about it, she's having fun.
True.
She's having fun, She's not where she used to be, but she's still competing at a very high level, and it's good to see her in a semifinal right now.
I don't know about you. She was diving well this morning. I was like, oh.
Yeah, facts.
We have an appeal early by Paola.
And then Paola Longoria, her resume says it herself. Arguably one of the most dominant players on LPRT.
Absolutely. That call was overturned for a new second serve.
Man, talk about playing on this court, Maurice.
I haven't played on this court in a couple years, so I can't really tell you. But I do know from when I played on it, I wasn't the best player. But there's a sort of like a blind spot. So if you ever played on the court at the U.S. Open, it's sort of like that. Except there are actually lights on the side of the U.S. Open court.
Facts.
And there's also more light on this court on the sides. So you really lose the women are playing with the green ball, so you're going to have issues seeing the ball when you're looking at it on the side. So you want to see how the player's strategy is going to be.
Great shot by Rhonda.
Implementing it. What about you?
Me personally, playing on this court, splats were really hard to see. Anytime somebody hit like a crack serve or anything, it's kind of delay in being able to track the ball. So I respect a lot of pros that play on this court at a very high level. It's very difficult.
I also believe Paola just appealed again and lost that.
Great serve by Rhonda, back wall set. Ooh,
good get by Rhonda. Looks like her legs are still doing fine.
Wow, sailing ball. And a great pinch by Rhonda, falling back. Fadeaway splat. We call that the fadeaway splat, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, if anybody, please share this stream on any media you have. LPRT.
And tell your friends about it.
Absolutely.
Don't hog the entertainment for yourself. Tell your friends, your mothers, your fathers, your granddaddies, your great-granddaddies, your grandmammies, your aunties, everybody.
Absolutely. And if you are watching the match, please feel free to ask us questions. Anything from the court to the players to the facility to rules questions to matchups, anything. Who's the line judges? How do you appeal? Any timeout questions? I'm sure Troy's got it in his head because he's a better player than me, which is why he plays the backhand.
He just lied.
But it's all about the women. So this is their second to last tournament of the season. They still have the Tier 1 in Kansas in June. I believe it's the 12th through the 14th. I'm not sure, though. The teamroot.com Classic. So it's going to be interesting to see how the points will play out at the end of this tournament, because absolutely seeding matters.
I like the shot selection by Rhonda. She's really mixing it up right now. And same with Paola. They're really keeping each other on their toes, not really giving anybody a clear setup.
Absolutely.
Sailing ball by Paola, back wall set up. Way to come back. Ooh. The hands, and she catches the crack. Her hands was like butter on that.
Oh, right.
Hands was like butter.
Okay. Raccoon and ketchup. I see you, Robert Lyons. We're not gonna bring that to this live stream. This is all about the women. I'm not gonna get upset about it.
Even though I clearly won. Great shot by
Raccoon and
Rhonda.
ketchup. If you all don't know, Troy and I have done the beginning stages of. No, we're not gonna promote that. Anyway, check out my page. So we've got 5-2. Rhonda's up in game 1.
Now, I know you can't pick, but how many games do you think this would be?
I am not gonna go. I'm not gonna respond. I'm gonna let the fans between the legs. That would have been sweet. I'm gonna let the fans tell us what they believe. Why is Pat Buckley the greatest player you've ever watched play? Troy Warrigon. So Paola lines up for the service.
Why is Pat Buckley the greatest player you've ever watched play?
Yes. I don't know. We should let some of the people in the chat box answer that.
Yes, I will.
All right, now, some of the things you're saying is these players aren't taking many, we'll call them, I don't want to say dumb shots, but not many shots that are the greatest or most effective shots.
You can tell as the game progresses, the aggression also rises up. The intensity is increasing as the game goes on.
Absolutely. As you see, Rhonda, as it looks like to me, is trying to keep
Control.
Longoria deep, and she's hitting shots that tries to keep her off balance.
She's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, Paola doesn't dive. Never seen her
doesn't.
dive in my life. She likes to get balls off her feet, and she's very well known for her defense. She picks up balls very well, and she's able to read the player and the court at a very effective, high rate.
She has great positioning and great footwork. Always low at all times, as you can see. Ooh, skip ball by Rhonda Rajsich. Paola sticking with that like junk serve to the lining up for the drive serve though. Time to bring the heat.
Short serve called. Now these women are playing best 3 out of 5. So even if they do win the first game or maybe the second game, like we've seen from both players already this weekend, they have
Rhonda's abusing that left corner. She's abusing that left corner. I think she got a mortgage on that left corner.
Oh, hey. Heard it first from my man, Troy Warrigon. This is my brother, my guy.
Oh, I thought it was going to die in that corner.
It's going to be close. Now, we've got 7-2 timeout.
And our first timeout, we will be back in Long Island, New York, the Syosset Open. Please stay tuned. And we're back at the Syosset Open here in Long Island. Rhonda back to the drive serve. Down the line. Great sailing ball by Rhonda.
Back slight.
You could tell both players are trying to get comfortable and really take control of the game.
They've played each other quite a few times.
Quite a few? That's an understatement.
Quite a few times. As of right now, Longoria is up in the head-to-head matchup. Strong shot left over.
I think Rhonda lost in the glass.
This glass is, to me, called the glass of death because
it could be tragic. It could be
it
pretty
is
tragic.
very hard to see, especially playing with the pro pin green ball, greatly supplied by Head and Pin. But
level of focus must be great.
absolutely, this is why these women are pros.
And the best to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh my Lord. The cockroach killer in that corner. I'm telling you.
Rhonda coming out,
Telling you.
firing.
And she not leasing that corner. She's not leasing that corner.
But for everyone watching, pay
she
attention.
Catches the crack.
That's a point. It goes up, I think, 8-3 or 9-3. I think it's 8-3.
And what were you saying, Maurice?
As a spectator watching, pay attention not just to what the women are doing, but pay attention to maybe some of the stroke mechanics or some of the footwork that they're doing. I mean, obviously having a good swing is important. However, like Rhonda is in the service box, and the only thing that you can truly control as a racquetball player is one, how you act on the court, and that's another good shot by Rhonda. 2 bounces called. We got our first game point for Rhonda in game 1. But pay attention to what they're doing, because these are the things that's going to separate, a player who might give you an advantage in your next matches. So that drive serve, like I was saying, is the only thing that she can control is your serve. So try to make it effective. Even if you're going to lob it, make sure your lob serve is effective. Paola punishes that shot that Rhonda left up. It's the one thing that you can control, as you know. Anything that you can do to give yourself a legal advantage over somebody, I think that you should exploit it as much as you can.
That's a good point. And Paola has a great drive serve, as well as Rhonda. They're both very deceptive.
Absolutely. I mean, Rhonda's already got 2 aces in this match. But not even that. That's
and
a good
great
splat. Good splat
by Paola.
Gives her 4-10. She's put herself in a little bit of a hole, yet we've seen her come back being down, so don't count her out yet. But like I was saying, these are the things that's going to separate the women. Rhonda aced Longoria twice. However, she didn't serve. Yes, it was a drive serve, but she switched up the angle. She had went to the back. She went to the backhand the first time, and then she came back to the forehand. She wants to try and keep her as off balance as possible for any player. Also, like
different
I said,
heights and different speeds as well.
Absolutely.
But most importantly, the same form. The only thing that's different is the contact.
Yep. And that's what's important. So make sure if you're watching and you're trying to learn, pay attention to little things like that. There are other things also that you could, kind of look for or see if anything that could give you a tell or whatnot. Second game point opportunity for Rhonda.
Oh, forehand setup. And she finishes it. That was a great out of line. And another good thing about Rhonda, she never knows the score. All right, let's go. We'll be back for game 2. Rhonda takes game 1.
All right, we'll be back, everybody.
And we're back in Long Island in the 2019 Syosset Open. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Head Pen and Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Rhonda Rajsich won the first game. Paola serving for game 2. Starting out with the crack ace.
Starting.
She not
out.
playing no games. Coming out the gate hot. 1-0 as she takes the lead. Let's see if she keeps that same energy.
Absolutely. You're going to see some of the adjustments that
Oh, what would you call that,
I
Maurice?
couldn't tell from this angle.
Ooh.
But earlier I've seen it called as a replay, and I've seen it called as an avoidable. I think it just depends on who's reffing. So I don't know.
Facts, that's a close call.
Yes, it is.
I lean towards the other way, but I'm not the referee.
But you want to see any of the adjustments both players are going to make after game 1?
And you can tell Paola's coming out with not anger, but intensity, focus.
Just look a little more focused. I think losing game 1 has made her change her level of intensity. Because it seems as though, not saying that a player doesn't come to play, but Rhonda's definitely came out the gates firing on all cylinders.
Thanks.
I mean, she just put that shot down, had Paola boxed out, and took it down the line.
Rhonda's first time in the box. The score is 0-2.
And everybody, please share the video, like it.
Short serve.
We appreciate it. It's a great tournament here in
Rhonda
Syosset.
sticking with that, probably the Z serve to the back end. Ooh, to the forehand. That's the deception I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Same form, just flick of the wrist. Great Z-ball by Rhonda.
Another round the wall. You see Rhonda's trying to use the glass.
That's effective. It's really effective. Ooh, and I think she lost it in the glass.
Yep.
Score still 2-0. I
think you might have coined fadeaway splat.
Fadeaway splat, you will hear me. That's a knee slapper.
This guy.
Oh, here you go.
Especially from this angle, you get to, you normally watch.
And she did the fake cross court spin move down the line. Talk about.
Right.
Oh, she's put a flair in the game. That's what I'm talking about. We need this energy in racquetball. Going back to the match. Ooh, barely getting to the ball. It's Paola going back. And she responds with a fundamental down the line. Keep it short and simple. Sweet. Simple and sweet.
All right. I think we're going to have an appeal here by Rhonda asking for a screen serve. We've got a disagree and agree, so call stands, no appeal used.
And can you explain that to the viewers?
All right, so
what it means if all aspects of the appeal.
All right, with the appeal, you might have a call that you might not. Paola definitely lost that one. That's what I said. This court's definitely interesting. Now, if you make a call, you might want to agree with it. If you have line judges, which the LPRT does have for this match in the semifinals and finals, sometimes quarters, it depends. So if you don't agree with it and you have line judges, you can appeal. Now, you appeal the call, and the ref is going to say whatever their call is. As a line judge, you're going to either thumbs up, which means they agree. They're going to go thumbs down, which means they disagree, or if they go with a flat hand or maybe just palm down, as if you're putting your hand on a table, that means you have no opinion, meaning either you don't know, maybe you didn't see it, you don't have an opinion. So if it's thumbs up, if it's 2 thumbs up, obviously call stands appeal used. If it's a thumbs up and a no opinion, call stands no appeal used. If it is thumbs up, thumbs down, call stands no appeal used. If you have a no opinion and a thumbs down, it is a replay no appeal used. If you have 2 no opinions, appeal used, call stands, and if you have 2 thumbs down, is the only time you win your appeal. Which means you have to do your best to try and convince these line judges of the call you were trying to make or not make. But you cannot talk to line judges.
At all. Short serve by Paola, going back to the lob serve.
So that's that. But yeah, any questions, y'all? I mean,
Ooh, great lob nick by Paola.
oh, we have an
Ooh,
unforced error.
she had her boxed out and just lost focus a little bit.
That's right.
Scores.
Looks like Michael Jordan taking that shot, right?
Oh, please don't disrespect the GOAT. That's a different discussion.
Not the GOAT. All right, screen serve, second serve.
And I've noticed with Rhonda, she's really not into the refs this week. She just wants to know the call and let's keep it moving.
Absolutely.
I really respected that about her this week because that's a very hard thing to do, especially when you're so passionate about the game.
I think you're correct.
Paola lining up for that drive serve again. Ooh, and she just barely misses it. Great serve selection by Paola. If you saw Rhonda switch from her backhand to the forehand, and that split second makes a big difference.
It does. You know, trying to jam her, making the ball come off at the sidewall. Not only is this a regular jam, but it's a jam plus the glass. So you've got kind of maybe a buffer that's going to go with it. Z serves, kind of leaves it off the back. Rhonda gets it, tracks that one down, goes back. You know, trying to make it as hard as you can to see him.
Yeah, I think the ball skipped. It's tough to see with the glass, though.
It is. I can see Longoria. If you see her looking off to the side, there's a gentleman in the pink shirt. I don't know who it is, so I don't want to be disrespectful.
Wow, great serve by Rhonda. She's catching that corner.
She is. But she is looking over to that person to decide if she wants to appeal or not. And it's good to have somebody outside who, you know,
trust.
Yeah, they can help you in times of when, you know, if you want to appeal. So maybe let's assume that Paola would have lost the appeal. You know, that's appeal she now keeps because someone in her corner told her not to appeal. If you need something like, let's say, water, they can have it outside ready for you so you can save a little bit of time instead of having to go to the water fountain. Paola catches a crack. We have side out 3-1. Anyone have any predictions? Please share the video. Thanking the sponsors, Reaching Your Dream and Headpin.
But if you give an opinion, you gotta share the video. That's the only stipulation. $60 is playing. But you should share it. Ooh, did you see that serve?
I did.
What'd you think about that one?
I thought it was. I'm going to agree with the ref on that one.
Me too.
All right, going with another around the world.
And Paola is stealing the same idea. And Barrett, she's owning the other corner. She's like, you can have the left corner. I want the right one. I'm going to be your neighbor. Paola's demeanor this game is it just seems like she was a little bit more tentative in the last game, hitting more ceilings. And this game, she's just not playing. If I get a chance, I'm taking it, and it's been working. Like, been real aggressive this game, and it's helped big time.
That's true. Paola did get a side out hitting that same corner, and Paola went right back to it. These corners are very tough to see. You've got, it's kind of like it's blue paint job in the corners of them on the outside. So not only do you have to deal with the fact that it's a clear glass, you have to deal with the fact that the background on the outside is a darker, like, rim.
Short serve.
It is very tough to pick up pin shots or splat shots.
That's a fact. Great cross court by Paola.
I got one prediction that says Rhonda in 4. Paola looking pretty dominant right now at 5-1. She is doing a great job of moving Rhonda side to side. You know, she goes with the pinch one time, like now she just went down the line. So trying to make Rhonda cover as much distance as she can while she's in the court.
Facts. You definitely see a big momentum switch. We'll see if Rhonda can compose herself to get back in this game.
Great serve, great recovery by Rhonda.
Did that ball skip?
It did.
Yeah, that's what I
Skip
figured.
called by the ref.
I didn't even see it in the back. I could just tell by how it hit the front wall.
Absolutely. We've got Monty Mejia as a referee. She's doing a pretty good job.
Lyle Duns. He's on the premises, Dean.
Rhonda won 11. And the score is 1 serving 5.
1-6.
Oh, 1 serving 6. Sorry.
All right.
Rhonda getting the setup. Oh, she lost it at the glass as it wallpapered at the end.
Absolutely. So it's you can kind of compare it to, differences in strategy like outdoor versus indoor. A head-high shot or chest-high shot in indoor might not be the best shot to take, but in outdoor, sometimes it's a very effective shot. So using the court, I know we've talked about it, but using the court to your advantage as much as you can. These are some of the things that might set you apart.
What I like to call a veteran move.
See?
Oh, and it just skips the sidewall.
All right, now.
Ooh, crack serve.
Ace called by our referee. 2-6. And notice the position changes in the box by Rhonda. Once she was standing maybe more towards the middle. Now she moved over to the right, and she was standing on the left at sometimes.
That serve was tough just because Paola had the whole court to swing. She didn't really enclose the space, so she had more options, a variety of shots. You only want to give your opponent the down the line and cross court. The only shots they're allowed. The pinches, close that off.
Yep. I mean, some of the stuff, like a person might know, be a racquetball player that's watching. We might know some of these things, but you try to be informative for the players who maybe don't know as much. Who purely play for fun and don't really think about strategy, or
And
who
can learn.
and maybe weren't taught, or just to try and show another light on it. Some people don't know. Maybe they might know, well, yeah, the court's clear and I want to do this, but give them different variations of it. I mean, I can tell you how many serves they hit from just one spot on the court. They might know, oh, I can go down the line or cross court, but hey, maybe you can hit a Z from the shot. Hey, maybe you can change the height of it. That's going to give you however many variations of serves right there. Infinite choices because there's never one angle. So anyone who's watching who might not be as advanced, or even if you are advanced, there are some players who are advanced who don't know, or might subconsciously do it. And we do have a timeout.
And we have
on
a
the court.
timeout by Paola. We will be back to talk more racquetball here at the Syosset Open. We're back in Long Island, New York at the Syosset Open 2019. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Head Pen and Regional Dream Foundation. We are in the middle of the second game, just coming back from a timeout as Rhonda catches the crack. She's going back at the box at 3 serving 6. Here with Maurice Miller.
How many times have they played? I don't know off the top of my head, but there's a great site called ProRacquetballStats.com. You can literally input a ton of different options in order to get the answer you want. Or if you don't want to do it that way, you can.
Bounces by Paola. Ref had fantastic eyes to see that.
We've got both line judges agree that is a lost appeal. So ProRacquetballStats.com will get you the answer to that question.
And I just love these two respected players. You see all the different pros in the stands watching this match. This is an infamous battle, I should say. Like, these two are known for going at it in the past and now, and still more to come. So you have many professionals just out here watching this match, seeing what the end result will be.
So, I mean, you've got the #1 player in the world, and you have someone who has upset her a couple of times. You know,
And was former #1.
That's true. Another round the world shot by Rhonda. Paola gets a setup though in the center and puts it away.
And I want people to see how she positioned herself. She made sure Rhonda was behind her and kept her there and then took her shot.
Yes, she did.
That way she has room for error. And Rhonda has to work to go get that ball. It's a veteran move. Ooh. Ooh, that's a tough one.
So far, we've got 8-4.
And a great mix-up. I thought it was 2 bounces, but Rhonda got it. And she borrows Rhonda's corner from her.
Absolutely right. Now you've got 9-4.
Paola sticking to that drive serve.
Some of the changes in serve or strategy is Paola's definitely drive serving.
But mixing it up like a pitcher.
And she's keeping them low to where they come off the line. Rhonda makes another unforced error there.
Rhonda hasn't seen the same thing twice, basically.
Yeah. 10-4, first game opportunity for Paola Longoria.
Short serve.
Rhonda's checking that, waiting for this serve.
Ooh. I think Paola was anticipating the splat, and it's just slid back down the line.
She kind of cheated a little bit, turned a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Once you turn your hips and commit to a shot, it's
wow, an off-speed spin serve to the forehand. Mounts twice before the back wall. And the butter hands as she finesses it in the corner.
The butter hands. We're just full of quips today. Troy Warrigon, everybody, my brother, Troy Warrigon.
She's swinging that racket like a butter knife. Butter hands. She calling the screen. I thought it was a good serve. And she got the hinder.
Well, replay. Like I said, from this angle, I can't really tell about the serves.
Only reason I didn't think the serve was a screen is because it ended up in the corner and made contact with the side wall.
Sure as a ref when I'm reffing, but I think Monty's doing a great job.
Yeah, fantastic. Short serve though.
Skip ball, game point number 2.
Oh, JTR ball giving us information.
JT in the clutch.
JTR ball.
Miss you out here, buddy.
He said 49-15 on LPRT and 9-6 on IRF and singles, with Paola in the lead for both those matches.
Ooh.
Well, both LPRT and IRF. And IRF is like the Pan Am Games, World Games, where countries play against each other.
International Racquetball Federation. Paola gets that ball on her feet. Paola goes deep. Ball touches that crack.
Oh, timeout by Rhonda. She might have hurt her knee. We'll be right back in about a couple minutes to see what's going on. Right after this timeout, stay tuned.
And everybody, we're back. Rhonda's back in the box at 6 serves 10. She did take an injury timeout. As you see, she's going to a left serve. Short, though. We're going to see how...
Even if Rhonda can't get this game, the point is to change momentum going into game 3. And she could happily come back. She's only down 3 points currently.
Absolutely.
Score 7 serving 10.
I don't think anyone should ever try to question Rhonda's toughness. Rhonda's
Never.
tough.
Short serve. Good call by Monty. Ooh, that was a good weight by Rhonda.
Ooh,
And she is
nice
rewarded
shot.
with the crack. Score is 8 serving 10. Did you?
All right, everybody, we got another timeout. We will be back.
And we're back in Long Island, New York at the Syosset Open. Rhonda back in the service box, 8 serving 10, fresh off a timeout. Sticking to that drive serve, and a screen was called. Second serve.
You ever hit a great screen serve? Or a good serve?
That's like a legal screen.
No, like your opponent hits a good serve or a screen, but you hit a good shot and you wish you didn't call for the screen?
Yes, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy that it's called as a fault now.
Yep.
Because what if you got a short serve that you wanted to hit and you could roll out? It's still a short, so you have to call it a fault. So I'm happy they made a screen equivalent to a short and a long. I think that caught the line. The ref called it good. And the score is 10-9. You can hear the fans get more involved. I'm rooting for Paola. We'll see if she can close it out here. But I do think this is her last chance for this game. She must close it out here. That's my opinion.
Well, hey, she came back this weekend.
Facts.
2 games down twice.
Short serve.
Went for that crack. Called the line.
You can feel the vibe in the air change. Oh. Oh. Good save by Rhonda. Forehand setup. And she finishes it. Wow. 9-7-10. What's going to happen, Maurice? What's going to happen?
We're going to keep being able to watch fantastic racquetball.
Phenomenal racquetball.
Yeah, I got to stop saying fantastic. I mean,
phenomenal racquetball.
Phenomenal.
Ooh, and she tried to slide it over the line. Short serve.
Ref calls it good. Appeal.
I feel like she didn't see it, so
down,
she had to call it good.
Second serve.
Yeah, I feel like the ref, if the ref doesn't see the play, they must call it good.
Now, what if you don't see it, but you know, like, let's say a skip, right? Like, you didn't see it, but you can clearly tell by the bounce it skipped.
I still feel like that's...
we've got Rhonda tying it up at 10-10.
Must win by 2, ladies and gentlemen. Must win by 2.
Los dos.
She came back from 10-4, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold your breath. Who are you all picking for this game? Let us know in the chat box. So as you all can see, this is clearly a competitive matchup. You should share the video with your friends so they can enjoy it also. Ooh, a pin shot.
She's back at her house in that corner. I am not leasing that corner, Rhonda says.
All right. Now we've got game point for Rhonda.
It's a mortgage. I own it.
Goes down a line.
And Paola's not having it. Paola's not having it.
Comes back in the box. I believe this is game point number 4.
No. Rhonda has game point.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Paola must score to force a win by 2.
She'd have to score 3 points to win the game at this point. You go from a...
Sailing ball. Paola's about to murder it.
Oh, leaves it up.
Oh, and Rhonda with the uncommon skip.
You all could hear the groan in this facility. 11-11 win by 2.
First of 21.
But when you are in these situations, there are a few things that you could do to maybe score a point over someone. These are the things that you should be able to train for is, if I am down or if I am tight, 10-10, granted, not win by 2 if you're a professional, win by 2. But even if you're an amateur, what if it's 13-13, or 14-14? What are you going to do to get that slight edge you need over your opponent to be able to close the match out? Like you said, Paola was up 10-4. That's a
great shot by Paola.
Yeah, great shot.
She's taking no prisoners.
She was +6, and then Rhonda was -1. Technically, Rhonda had game point.
She's taking no prisoners. She's killing everything.
Right. Now game point number 4. See what she does. Lines up for the drive.
Sailing ball. Paola. Oh. Goes to the ceiling. Oh, and Rhonda skips it for game number 2.
No. She calls it good.
Oh.
Side out. Side out.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry that I have 20/20 vision. Sorry that I have 20/20 vision because everybody needs
glasses.
Apparently
20/20 vision is terrible now.
Hey, I'm not mad. I'm the commentator.
Fire him. All right, Rhonda comes back. Ooh, off the back wall. You could tell. You see, Rhonda's knee might have been hurt.
She's fighting through the pain.
Absolutely. Tied it up
12,
again.
serving 12. Must get to 14 to win.
Share this video.
Oh, and Paola says, let me borrow your corner shortly. I'm not staying the whole night. I just need it for a couple hours.
That's true. I mean, she had hit the last one she hit, she left up, and Rhonda skipped it on a backhand, and that one she was able to put down.
Ooh.
Got another skip. Game point number 5 for Paola coming up.
Paola grinding her teeth, knowing she must finish it here. Lining up for that drive serve. Don't know where she's going. Oh, and a great save by Rhonda. Oh, and she skips it. Wow. Wow. When two great players go head-to-head, you tend to make more mistakes because the pressure is at an ultimate high. Short serve by Rhonda.
Not called. Play on.
And they play it. And the players must keep playing unless the ref calls it. And if you see,
got another appeal.
Got
one down, one down. We've got a second serve
we
coming
got
up.
to overturn. My pop's making jokes in the comments. Short serve. Oh, and it's a side out. That's a side out. Oh, I don't think Rhonda was informed. I don't think Rhonda was informed about the official call. Wow.
Wow. Rhonda saying that she didn't know. However, it's the ref's responsibility to let the player know that the player feels. That's something that might cost Rhonda the game.
Let's see if Rhonda can stay poised and get back in the box. The official score is 13 serving 12. Wow. Let's see. I'm shaking myself. And pop.
Oh, she calls a skip.
And the ref calls it
and
skip.
We got an agree and a no opinion, so it's
the call
side out.
stands, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my.
What is going on?
It's getting better
Long
and
Island,
better.
New York. I don't even know what's being called right now. It's 12 serving 13. Rhonda back in the box. Great Z serve by Rhonda. Backhand setup.
Ooh, goes for
back
the
to
pinch.
her corner.
All right. We'll see what she goes for. Cross court,
And she
just out of reach.
Cross.
I like it more. Great racquetball.
Oh,
Keep going.
What's going to happen?
Another win by 2.
Game to 15. Like we playing amateurs.
All right, 13-13. You all aren't excited for this. Catches the corner. We've got a skip.
And an uncharacteristic skip by Paola
All right,
Longoria.
game point number 2 coming up for Rhonda. I think some of the things that I've noticed is there's more unforced errors down the stretch of this match.
That's a fact.
Oh,
short serve.
And no call.
Good.
Oh, we've got an appeal.
Wow. One more appeal. This is going to
and we've got a good
2.
call and a good call.
And
it's
game
2 for Rhonda.
The comeback by Rhonda, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back for game 3. Stay tuned and share it.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better. In racquetball and in life, they teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
And we're back in Long Island, New York, the Syosset Open of 2019. Thank our sponsors, Head Pin and Reach Your Dream Foundation. If you weren't just watching the match, Rhonda Rajsich just came back from 10-4 and came back and won 15-13. We have great racquetball going on. Let's see what happens in game 3.
The call on the Rhonda serve was good, so they appealed it. Both line judges agreed, which gave Rhonda match point, which is where she won. Well, she had match point, which is where she won, and that was the end of game 2. So this is the start of game 3. We're out now at 1-0 because Rhonda just murdered the other pinch.
Murdered
the other corner.
Disgusting. Ugh.
So, but now Rhonda, as you saw, she didn't give up. Like, even though she was down 4-10 and she had to take the timeout, injury timeout, technically.
You could only score 1 point at a time, so game to 1.
And she didn't give up, you know. So instead of, tied up at 1-1, she's now at, that's a great shot by Paola. Instead of being at 1-1, now she's +2 in games right now. Instead of being even, she's +2, you know. So let's say she drops a game, she's still at +1. You know, she gives herself a little more room to be comfortable. However, I don't think that she should take her foot off the gas because you are playing the #1 player in the world. Ooh. Paola appeals. We've got 2 thumbs up. That's one appeal.
I actually disagree. I thought the ball skipped.
I will disagree with you. Can we ever agree?
Can we ever agree? Podcast coming soon. Lining up for that drive serve. It's been really effective for Rhonda and Paola as well. Going to that Z. Ooh, a little bit of contact.
I love contact.
Back to the Z ball using the walls. And Rhonda does not care.
Another good shot.
Well, feel free. Rhonda lining up for that drive serve.
All right, so once again, for everybody who doesn't know, 1, please share the video. You'll have to thank our sponsors, Head Pin and the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. They do a lot of things for players who, nice crack, who might not be able to come to every tournament, but with Reaching Your Dream Foundation's help, they're able to come to tournaments. And Reaching Your Dream Foundation's goal is to also teach a player how to be a professional, how to carry themselves through either conversations or attitude on the court, how they conduct themselves. So there's plenty of things that they do. So if you can, please check out their website at reachingyourdreamfoundation.org or rydf.org. Check it out. If you feel any inclination, please donate. Down the line, the strategy being used is pretty important.
Lining up for that drive serve. Oh my Lord. The finesse. The finesse. A lot of Paola fans in the as well as Rhonda Rajsich fans in the comments. I love it.
And also, if you're rooting, please, whoever you're rooting for, absolutely cheer them on. Some players actually do go back and look at some of the comments. I've found out, just talking to some other players, they do. Maybe there might be something strategic that they didn't see, or maybe they might find a new fan or someone who supports them. So if you are rooting for somebody, please root them on. Also, give us your predictions. We love predictions.
By all means. Oh, great serve by Paola.
Good
and
pickup.
She buries it in the corner.
Darren to beat. 10.
Oh, flatty is not my word, I like to put my own swag on, my own spin on things.
Leaves it a little high off the back wall, and Paola does
great
too.
save by Rhonda. Oh, and the ref calls a point. I think that's a good call.
We've got an appeal by Rhonda. We've got one agree on the left side, a disagree on the right side. So, Call stands, no appeal used.
And you can just tell everybody in the comments and everybody in the stands just want to see great racquetball at the end of the day.
As we take a towel timeout.
Paola sticking with that drive serve.
Great defense, staying on her feet.
Paola's doing a great job, like maintaining front court.
He's moving. She is moving Rhonda around. So we're interesting to see how Rhonda's legs hold up. Good shot. Throughout the match, I believe we've got 4-2 coming up.
Thanks for the love, everybody in the comments. We do it for y'all. Short serve by Paola, by the way.
All right, we've got an appeal. Oh, 2 good calls. All right.
Clearly short.
So sometimes, as you see, Paola served this ball that she thought was good. Rhonda wanted her hand up, but because continuation, Paola skips, she doesn't want it anymore. You know, as a player, you have that right. If the ref doesn't call your call, oh well. Paola wants a call, probably a screen.
And you see how Paola put her hand up, but she kept playing because the ref didn't make the call. So you can't expect after the rally to, I mean, you can argue okays after the rally's over, but finish playing the rally. Great wraparound serve by Paola. I'm loving her serve selection. Like, she's mixing up the jam, Z serves, off speed, power, all within the same form.
5-2, another cross court. Rhonda staying composed
and just last game, Rhonda got hurt, and she's playing out of her mind right now.
Rhonda toughness is on about a 99 right now. All right, this one's going to come off the back glass. So both players are trying to keep the other player in the back, one, because now it forces them to use between the legs.
A little showwomanship by Rhonda. Great get.
Great get. So like I was saying, forcing them to shoot deep.
And the save by Rhonda. Keep playing. Oh, and another great get. Oh.
We've got an appeal for a hinder. We've got a bad and a good. The left line judge once agrees, and the line judge on the right side disagrees. So call stands. However, no appeal used. So like I was saying, both players are trying to do keep their opponent in the deep court. One, it forces them to shoot instead of maybe at a 25, 24 feet, forcing them to shoot maybe 38, 39. You might have more errors. We've got a short call. So instead of giving them, 20 feet of a wall to shoot, make them shoot deep, and then you get to control the rally from up court.
Good ceiling. And that whole play was set up by Paola's ceiling ball.
All right, so we do have a question. How many appeals you get? You do get 3. In the LPRT, you get 3 used appeals. So technically, as long as one line judge, you can be 2 or 1. As long as one line judge disagrees with you, you can appeal all day. But as soon as you use an appeal, after 3, they're like, stop.
And the score is 6-2. Paola has the lead.
Great pickup. Now Rhonda's going to go back to center. Now set up, puts it down.
Paola sticking to the strategy, making Rhonda run.
And
we have a timeout. Stay tuned. We will be right back at the Syosset Open. And we're back in Long Island, New York, at Syosset Open. Thank our sponsors real quick, Head Pen and Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Paola getting back in the box after Rhonda's timeout. The score is 6-2. Back to the jam serve. Sailing back wall setup. She gonna shoot it? Yes, she is. And murder it.
Buries that shot in the corner.
Cockroach killer. Hey. Phenomenal.
Jam serve slightly creams off the back wall, leading to a second serve. All right, you all, we need some more predictions. Please share this video. Get all your friends, even if there's someone who's not your friend, but they're on your page, go ahead and share it with them too. We love to get racquetball out.
And make them watch it. Literally take your hands, put it on their eyelids, and make them watch it. I'm just playing that.
We want to get racquetball out to so many people because we want to showcase great racquetball. And this is a good match, and see if we can get somebody inspired to want to play, or maybe get somebody re-inspired. Someone who might have played back in the day or from the past and decided to drop it for a myriad of reasons. But let's share it so they can see it and see some of the things that our women are doing on the court. Because they're playing inspiring racquetball, especially for me. I think these women put a lot of time and effort into their games to acquire the skills that they've had. Look at the rally that's going on right now.
Wow. Great change up by Paola. Paola keeping the pressure on Rhonda. I think she knows Rhonda's hurt and just keeping her on the run.
Yeah. Yep. Paola is definitely running around, serve to the right side of the court, cross-court shot for your next shot. Now, obviously, you want to execute it, and as you saw, she hit it bottom board. However, Rhonda's not giving up. Don't count her out.
She's not.
It's 10-2. She did come back from 10-4 last game.
But I can tell she's not getting as low as she was earlier, because I know that's probably putting a lot of pressure on her knee.
So we've got 2-10. Paola's up +8 in this game right now.
Thank you, Joanne.
She's bought a pretty good
Thank you, Brian.
lead, but don't take her foot off the gas. And
please show the same love every match. We have great athletes playing this sport of racquetball. This is not an easy thing to do. They just make it look easy. Sticking to that jam. And that is game 3. Paola takes game 3. We're going into game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned
Thank you, everybody, for the love. We appreciate it.
for the love. And we're back for game 4 in Long Island, New York, the Syosset Open of 2019. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Head Pen and Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Paola starting us off early, 1-0.
All right, Paola definitely closed the game out, game 3, out a lot better than she did in game 2.
Dominated, too.
Now we're going to see Rhonda's knee was getting a little ginger as she kept playing in game 3. Let's see if it's going to affect her this game, or her sheer willpower is going to go past it, or maybe it's not affecting her anymore.
She's going to will it. It's Rhonda Rajsich, everybody. And Paola doesn't care. She's murdering the corners right now.
Absolutely. If Paola wins this game, we will be going to a tie-breaking game 5 because they do play best 3 out of 5. However, like I said, don't count Rhonda out.
Short serve. Great call by the ref. Oh. And she managed to get her racket up and set up. She could have been in a box right now.
That is true.
Paola sticking to the drive serve. And she has not relieved any pressure. She's been shooting everything, keeping Rhonda moving, knowing that the knee's hurting her. And the more she dives, Paola's okay with it.
All right.
Ball skipped. Rhonda lining up for the drive serve. Good shot by Paola. Paola sticking to that drive serve, trying to maintain the pressure. Oh,
Replay call.
the score is, we'll have it up in a second. Sorry about that.
I believe it's 2-0.
I believe the score is 2-0. Game 4, Rhonda leads 2 games to 1, if you're just tuning in.
Now Paola decided to shoot that one shot with her
Wow.
forehand instead of her backhand. So you got to see, was it a strategic thing that she wanted to do, or maybe is her shoulder bothering her? Because she's been taking backhands all game. Good recovery by Rhonda to put herself back into the box.
It's just like, if you look at Paola's face, the level of intensity, watching the ball at all times, she's not looking at anything else but the ball. That's a level of focus not many of us are blessed to have.
It's true. Going to go with a backhand serve. Ooh. I like changes.
And a great down the line by Paola. She's ready for everything right now.
All right, we've got 4-0. Paola in the box. Everybody, please share this video. Like to thank our sponsors once again, Head
Short
Pin,
serve.
Reaching Your Dream Foundation. We got second serve coming up. So 4-0, second serve.
Rhonda taking her time. Now, what does Rhonda have to do to change momentum?
I don't know. I mean, you've got the #1 player in the world playing tough.
Tough racquetball.
Her confidence is definitely growing with every shot that she executes. And game 2, after game 1, in my knowledge, I'm not going to take anything away from Paola because she's #1 female player in the world. In game 1, she definitely came out more intense. She was putting the ball down, and that's how she built her lead up to 10-4. There were a couple unforced errors by Rhonda. But as Rhonda started scoring more points, you could tell Paola kind of second thought herself a little bit, or maybe looked a little more tentative than what she was earlier. But as in game 3, she kind of kept her foot on the pedal, like she didn't.
Aggression.
Yeah, she kept it up. Like she didn't. I don't want to say take her foot off the gas, but she didn't release or relieve any of the pressure that she was putting on Rhonda. She's going to force Rhonda to make her shots or retrieve the balls that she's going to put down.
And she's just zoned.
Yeah, as of right now, Paola is playing very well right now.
Very well.
She's built a +7 lead right now, 7-0. Obviously, we still want to look at Rhonda's lead, make sure it's okay.
Thought that was a short serve.
No call by the ref.
So Rhonda must play through it, and she's rewarded by playing through. And she's going to appeal the short serve on herself.
Got an agree and a disagree.
Wow.
Call stands, no appeal used.
I thought that was pretty genius.
I thought that was too. There have been a couple calls overturned using that method. This one didn't go
I thought that
way.
was pretty genius. I thought she was going with the call doing that.
Backhand drive serve called short there by Rhonda, but that's the first backhand drive serve she's hit all match. Another Z from the backhand. We've got a
That
splat.
shot doesn't get Rhonda's feet wet. She just has to get in the game, one at a time.
One serve 7.
One serving 7.
Rhonda's definitely changing up the serve now. No call by the ref. No. Paola has her hand up.
Great shot by
Roll
Rhonda.
out. We've got an appeal by Paola. We've got a good and a disagree.
So the call stands.
Call stands. No appeal used. I think Paola still has 3 appeals left.
Short serve by Rhonda.
Short serve called, second serve.
Good call by the ref.
So for anyone that doesn't know, the women do get 3 appeals when there's line judges, like they're all right now. 3 used appeals. So, like I said, Paola's appealed 3 times or twice that I know of off the top of my head, especially recently. So even though there's 3 appeals, because they weren't used, that's why I keep saying not used. So because one line judge disagreed with the ref, she gets to keep that appeal. Even if she wins the call or not, she still keeps the appeal. So 3 used appeals.
Good clarification, man.
Good serve there by Paola.
Sticking to that jam. The score is 8 serving 2. Yes, 8 serving 2. Sticking to that drive. Man, Paola's like a baseball pitcher in the service box. Doesn't know. You don't know what you're getting. The knuckleball,
Ace
the
serve.
jammy,
A jammy.
a jammy, a down the line, or off speed.
9 serves 2 with that ace serve by Paola.
9 serving 2.
She put that one in the corner, so you've got back glass and now glass on the side. So corner glass is just with the green ball.
Straight in.
Around the world, set up off the back
Ooh.
wall. Paola skips it, probably by the encroachment line.
Short serve.
I don't know about you, Troy, but I'm highly entertained by this match.
Me too. It's like I kind of wish I could stop talking to y'all so I could watch this, but you know, we have a job to do.
Exactly. Especially from the angle that we're looking at. You know, most of the time we watch it, you know, from the back wall
But
forward.
don't take that personal. I love talking to y'all. I love talking to each
That's
one
true.
of y'all.
But, you know, especially sitting from this side, I mean, we're looking at it from an angle that isn't common. So you get to appreciate things at a different viewpoint.
Going back to the high lob wallpaper. Z ball. Paola matching her with the Z. Back to the ceiling. And Rhonda just going for it. Why not? 2 serving 9. Let's see if Rhonda can pose a comeback. And mind you, Rhonda did come back from 10-4 in game 2, so Paola does remember that. She doesn't forget easy.
And both players have played 5-game matches already this weekend. Rhonda played one today, and Paola, I think, 1 in 3. So on paper, you know, it would say that Rhonda's legs should be not as fresh.
But once you step on that court, it's no excuses.
Absolutely. If you get on the court, come to play. And it doesn't matter who the person, your opponent is. Maybe they're ranked higher than you. Maybe you think they're more skilled than you. Maybe they might have more accolades than you. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you both have to play by the same rules, and you have to do the same things that they have to do. It's just who is able to do the things to their advantage better than the next person, or than your opponent is able to do, or opponents if you're playing doubles.
And it's all mindset, really. If you go on the court thinking, oh, you don't stand a chance, you already lost. You know, so if you go on the court saying, I'm going to win this match, you will stand a greater threat because you no longer have fear in your mind or your body.
Yep, and you're confident. Confidence is key in racquetball.
And I'm just talking to myself. I was just hoping y'all listen.
It's jammed up, racket on the wall.
And great serve by Paola to close out. Ooh.
Nope, 10-3.
Oh, it's 10. All right, we had a mix-up there for a second. It scores 10 serving 3.
Premature. You know, with that walking forward, you think Rhonda's mentally checked out of this game. You know, yes, she did come back in the second game. She tried coming back in the second game, and that's game.
Another great serve.
We are going to 5 games, everybody.
We'll be back shortly. And we're back in Long Island, New York at the Syosset Open of 2019. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Head Pen and Reaching Your Dream Foundation. It's the start of Game 5. Paola starting with the serve.
Game 5.
Game 5.
Who do you all think's going to win?
5-game thriller.
For this video, we've got a 5-gamer. Paola
Starting
gets on the
out
board
early.
first. You know what? I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a short call.
It's 12-10.
12-10.
I don't know who's going to
I'm going to go 14-12.
16-14.
Nah, oh, that's too much. No. 20. First to 21. But, all right, 2 quick points now by Paola. Now, Rhonda did win the first 2 games. Paola came back in the last 2 games. You're going to want to see, is she going to change anything? The same things that she was doing in the 3rd and 4th game. You know, she was.
And a great shot by Rhonda Rajsich.
That's great hands right there.
How did she even see the ball?
It's great hands. That's great hands. You know, Paola did lose the first game 11-4. However, she was up in the second game 10-4. So in each of the last 3 games, she's had at least a +6. Game 2, Rhonda had the comeback. And was able to come back and win games. Same thing, same lead, but she was able to close it out in the last 2 games. Is that going to play a factor in the 5th game also? You know, both of these players are playing hard, and one of them, they both want to go to see Samantha in the final.
I think we're going to see maximum effort from Rhonda Rajsich as she knows this is the last game, so she can afford to destroy her body a little bit more in this game, if that makes sense. Paola still has that same intensity, is coming out the gate strong, and I know she's going to finish counterpunch it.
Absolutely. Like, even though Rhonda might be, you know, maybe she's not moving like she did.
She's wincing, but you could tell she's fighting.
Yeah, like she's not giving up, and that's the thing. That's great hands right there. Good
And
pickup.
the skip ball. Oh, and they called it good.
Got a point call.
And the skip ball. They called it good.
That 20/20 vision, right?
That 20/20 vision.
Yeah. All right, more like
I'm saying.
more like 2200.
What? 2200 for your glasses? You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
3-0 goes with the jam, sealing the great recovery by Rhonda.
Racquetball guys.
Rhonda puts it down.
The ball does not lie.
Short serve. So second serve, C serve. All right, now Paola's back into the box. Rhonda hasn't gotten on the board yet, you know, so this is an opportunity for Paola to build her lead. And please never play each time. Every rally. Don't count her out. We've witnessed some great comebacks. That's it.
She's finding her groove back. Let's see if it could translate to some points.
We got any everybody. Please give me some predictions.
Great serve.
Who are you choosing to win? Side out called. We are going.
Great serve. Better shot by Paola. Score is 3-0, ladies and gentlemen. Paola back in the service box.
Mike, is that done?
Sticking to that jam. Ooh, just out of Rhonda's reach.
Yes, I mean, it's going to be hard reading it off the glass. Worry about it coming off the back glass, and it's moving into the right glass. So you've got 3 sides of glass, plus a green ball, plus a little bit of deception. Who knows? All right, so right now in the chat box, we've got 2. Right now the count's 2 for Longoria, 0 for Rhonda. All right, we've got 2-1. Come on, everybody, give me some predictions so we can keep a running total. 4-0. We've seen comebacks.
Ooh, great pass by Rhonda. She's doing a good job getting in the box. She just needs to score.
Absolutely.
A lot easier said than done.
Half the battle is getting into the box. The other battle is actually scoring a point off your opponent.
Going to the walk and serve.
All right.
Patent by Troy Wergon.
Short serve. All right, let's see if Rhonda can capitalize on the shot.
Ooh.
Oh, 2 bounces. Paola's got so much confidence right now.
So much
She
confidence.
is focused. She isn't letting anything bother her.
She's swinging like, yep, it's good. Yep,
as of
it's
right
good.
now in this game, I don't think she's had to appeal yet, which is something different. You know, seems like she's trying to take the ref out of the match.
Just dominate.
He's playing her game.
Ooh, great get by Rhonda. Oh,
Good
and
get.
it better down the line by Paola. We're at 5 serving 0.
Even though Rhonda got the ball, Paola stayed focused and just went for the smart shot or the high percentage shot. Because sometimes a low percentage shot might be a smarter shot. You never know.
Oh, she saves
between
it
the
between
legs.
the legs to avoid that run. Ooh.
Dive, just misses it.
Wiping up the floor. All right. Longoria is so focused.
All right, 6-0. 5 points away from closing this out. Don't count Rhonda out. I know I've been saying it, but
You can't.
you wanna
It's
know.
just these players are too good. They're just too good. Like, no lead is safe, and that has been proven throughout the course of this match. 2 bounces. Great call by the ref.
Zero 6. Serve.
Oh, just bad luck as it cracks out in the back.
All right, we're starting to get more and more predictions saying that the game's basically over. Rhonda's got too much, or Paola's got too much momentum. I mean, I can understand that as the #1 female player in the world. 2 bounce call, side out.
It's like Rhonda's getting execution. That's all right now. So I can't really count Rhonda out just because we seen it.
Yeah. In this match alone.
And throughout the course of this tournament.
Yep. But she was down by this deficit when she mounted her comeback. We've got a timeout by Paola. We will be back after the timeout. Please share the video during the timeout, everybody.
Stay tuned. We're back at the Syosset Open, fresh off a timeout. Paola Longoria serving. Back to the little crack serve. And Paola doing a great job moving Rhonda. And Rhonda counteracts with a nice off-speed pass.
All right, getting back in the box. We've got some predictions for donuts, some in-house predictions for donuts, but I don't know. The match isn't over with till the match is over with. You know, I don't have a dog in this fight. I just want to see a great match. So whatever the score comes out, whoever comes out on top, congratulations to either one. I just, if it's 11-0.
Exactly same way.
Yeah.
We just want to see great racquetball. And we were blessed to see a 5-gamer.
We were. Just
Great
out of reach.
Cross court by Paola.
7-0. The pressure is on Rhonda. And still on Paola, too, because she can't really let up.
She can't. And she won't. That's the thing.
Because, like you said, Rhonda is getting back in the box. Rhonda did grab her knee a little bit just now. She's getting back into the box. She just hasn't been able to score,
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Down the line. Replay call.
That was an interesting call by the ref, but it's close.
Both players still have appeals left. Rhonda steps up and cuts it off. Paola sets up, skips it once again
Rare
by the
skip ball
encroachment line.
in this game.
All right, backhand Z. I think, at least to me, in this game,
Wow.
she gets on the box, 1-7.
She just had to get her feet wet. Let's see if she can get a run.
Granted, with the fact that Rhonda hurt her knee in the second game, she's still diving in everything.
Wow.
But from what I was saying, from what I see, Paola's definitely attacking Rhonda's forehand more in this game, at least from where I'm starting to notice it. Maybe she was doing it before.
Because the knee is her lead. On the forehand, the left knee is your lead foot. That's what you put pressure on. That's what you pivot on. So I imagine it hurts more for Rhonda to take a forehand than the backhand.
All right, we've got an appeal. We've got a down and a good. Left line judge agrees. Right line judge disagrees.
And you could see the frustration in Rhonda's eyes.
Call stands, but no appeal used.
But she's going to keep fighting. And she responds with a cross court. That's mental toughness. Both players have it. Lining up with that drive serve. Back wall setup. Great get by Rhonda. Oh,
It's
she
a
just
dive.
gets there. Oh, and she trips on Paola. Ooh. I don't know. If she threw her hand up, she could have got a veteran hinder on that one. You could tell she's going through it right now. But you can only respect it. She's fighting through the pain. Won through the pain. The score is 7-1, ladies and gentlemen. Paola back in the box. Just a little towel timeout. Lining back to that drive serve. And she confuses her and goes straight in
That was
to the backhand side.
That was a great serve. All right, 8-1.
8-1. She was abusing the jam all game and just goes to the backhand. She didn't expect it coming.
I mean, she's been very deceptive with her serves.
Wow, and another ace. Paola with the fist pump.
She's been Paola's done a great job.
I'm
switching
sorry,
them up.
correction. The score is 10 serving 1. It's a possible match point for Paola Longoria.
Oh, 10-1, my bad. Shooting it.
And Paola Longoria is going to the finals.
The game.
5-game thriller against Rhonda Rajsich. Great match.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it. Stay tuned because the mixed pros semis is going to be coming up next. So stay tuned. Please. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you all next time. Bye.